Well, hello everybody. We have a warm up here today on adding and subtracting integers. So I would suggest you get a piece of paper out and a writing utensil and write down these problems. You can do them one at a time if you want. Write down number one, do number one, write down number two, do number two. And then pause this video, solve the problems, unpause, and then I will be going over the answers with you. So at this time, pause, go get yourself a piece of paper, writing utensil, pause the video, and do these 8 warm-up problems for me. Okay, so hopefully you did not have any trouble with these warm-up problems. I'm going to go through each and every one of them really quickly for you. So here for number 1, I see subtracting a negative. Okay, remember the rule for subtraction is we don't like to subtract. So we're going to change this to addition. And so we're going to change this to, instead of negative 18, positive 18. So we have positive 7 plus positive 18. That is 25. Okay. Number 2, remember we're going to sing the song. Same signs add and keep, different signs subtract. Keep the sign on the larger number, then you'll be exact. My daughter's heard me sing this a few times and now she knows it word for word. So same signs, negative, negative, addition. We're going to add the numbers. I have 23 negatives and I'm going to add 6 negatives to it. So how many negatives am I going to have? I'm going to have 29 negatives. Okay. This one, this is positive, this is negative, so different signs subtract. So I'm going to take 18 minus 7. Okay, 18 minus 7 is 11. But then I have to keep the sign on the larger number. Then you'll be exact. And so that's going to be a negative 11. And remember, our larger number means the one with the larger absolute value. This is further away from 0. The absolute value is 18. This absolute value is 7. So this is the larger, in quotes, number. Now this one is similar, but not the same. So I see subtraction. My clue, when I see subtraction, change it to addition, add the opposite. So I have negative 7 plus positive 18. Different sign subtract. So I have 18 minus 7 again, which is still 11. And my larger number is 18. So what's the sign on that? Is positive. So I'm going to keep that as positive. Okay. Here I have subtraction. We can change this to add the opposite. Or you could have done a number line, right? Here's your number line. Here's 0 on the number line. Here is negative 23. If we're at negative 23 and we're going to take away 6, taking away a positive means going in the left direction. So we're going to go backwards. Okay, but I'm just going to use the rule subtraction, change it to addition. This was positive, so I have to make it the opposite. I need to turn this into its additive inverse. So this was a positive 6. The additive inverse is a negative 6. And now I have the same problem as I had in number 2. Same signs, add and keep. So I'm going to add, get 29, and keep the sign, which was negative. Now I have different signs subtract. So I'm going to take 23 minus 6. So if I'm adding a negative, that's the same thing as saying I'm going to subtract the positive. Okay, and you can do this all day long. You might get it wrong because you can't do 23 minus 6, but you know how to subtract that, and that's 17. Okay, this one is subtraction. We don't like subtraction, so we're going to add the opposite. Okay, different sign subtract, so 18 minus 7 is 11. Okay, and keep the sign on the larger number. That's going to be negative 11. So this one, subtracting a positive, is the same thing as adding a negative. 3 and 7 are the same problem. Okay, and think of the number line. Okay, here's 0. I'm at 7. I'm going to take away 18. So I'm going to go backwards 18 spots to negative 11. Okay? All right, and our last one is subtraction again. We don't like subtraction, so we're going to add the opposite. Change the subtraction to addition. What allows us to change this? We get to change something else. Okay, if I'm subtracting a positive, that's the same thing as adding a negative. Okay, it's just the exact same concept. And so we have same signs, so same signs, add and keep. So we've got 18 plus 7 is 25. Add and keep means keep the sign of both the integers. Negative 25. So I am hoping that you are starting to get a grasp on this adding and subtracting negatives, because we are going to go to the next slide, which is multiplying and dividing. If you thought this was tough, multiplying and dividing is going to be so simple. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so let us go to the next slide. Let me put the screen up. Well, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put the screen shade up. There it is. Okay. So multiplying and dividing integers. It is a simple rule. The counters did not make sense to me when I tried to teach it one year, so I just go with the rule. Okay, if we have two integers with the same sign, the product, if we're multiplying, or the quotient, if we're dividing, is going to be positive. So positive 2 times positive 4 is positive 8. Negative 2 times negative 4 is negative, or is positive 8. So sorry. Let me say that again. Positive 2 times positive 4 is negative, or oh my gosh, positive 2 times positive 4 is 8. Okay? Negative 2 times negative 4 is also 8. Okay? Same thing goes when you're dividing. 2 positives divided is a positive. 2 negatives divided is a positive. Integers with different signs, if I have negative 2 times positive 4, that is going to equal negative 8. And if I have positive 2 times negative 4, that is going to equal negative 8. Okay? So it's just as simple as memorizing these two rules. If you have two integers with the same sign, it's positive. Two integers with a different sign, it's negative. Now what if I have three integers? Let's say I have negative 3 times 2 times 4. Okay, well, I can do positive times positive is a positive, and then the negative 3, and now I have a negative times a positive equals a negative. Really does not matter what order you do it in, okay? So you could have done negative 3 times positive 2 is negative 6, and negative 6 times 4, it's a negative and a positive, is a negative, okay? What if I have negative 3 times 2 times negative 4? Okay? Negative 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 times negative 4. Well, I've got a negative times a negative. That ends up being a positive. So when you're dealing with multiple integers past 2, there's another rule. If you have an even number of integers or even number of negative numbers, you're going to have a positive answer. If you have an odd number of negative numbers, your answer is going to be a negative answer. Okay? Or you can just do each individual one and see what that comes from this rule. Okay? And there's a cute little table. Okay? And it's like almost like a little tic-tac-toe board. Okay? I won here with 3 positives diagonal. So you just make this 3 positives diagonal, surround it with negatives, and here's your chart. I used to tell kids to throw this on their screen every time. So a positive times a negative is a negative. A negative times a positive is a negative. A negative times a negative is a positive. We could go backwards. Let's say you don't remember these little titles. A negative times a negative is a positive. A negative times a positive is a negative. A positive times a negative is a negative. Let's divide. Let's go top down. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. Let's go bottom up. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. A negative divided by a positive is a negative, and a positive divided by a negative is a negative. It works every way, which is why I just love this. So this is multiplying and dividing. 2 simple little rules. Take the time to just slap down. Just put your positive, positive, positive like this. Put a negative, 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 negative. There's your chart, and you can use that every time. A positive and a negative is a negative. A negative and a positive is a negative. A negative and a negative is a positive. Now, you should know that a positive and a positive is a positive because that's the world that you've been living with since you could start multiplying and dividing. So that's why that is not in this little chart. So good luck with the assignment today. I hope this is so much easier. And we'll be talking at you again. Have a good day.